G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to run through a really easy way for you guys to knock out a heap of the Emblems of Heroism quests that I'm sure we've all encountered so far. I tried to do this originally on my main, but there was no easy way that I had found yet. I couldn't find a list online anywhere or in any kind of Discord channels. So for my first ult, I wanted to do things a little bit differently. I wanted to spend a little bit more time figuring out how I could knock out as many of these quests as possible. And I found a really, really easy way that I can show you guys. So we talk a little bit about that, and then we'll run through some of the bigger quests that you should keep an eye on, and actually how you'll use this list while you're questing. Now, I had considered creating some kind of spreadsheet for this to make it, a little bit easier, but I figured we're going to use Wowhead if you haven't already realized, and Wowhead is pretty simple enough. Everyone knows how to use it. Why fix what's not already broken? There's heaps of filtering options here as well, so we're going to keep everything on Wowhead for simplicity's sake and accessibility's sake. But what we've done is we've gone to the Northrend quest database. You can navigate that through from database, quest, Northrend, so on. I'll put a link to this specific page in the comment section, or the description rather, just so you guys can jump straight there. You don't have to fill around trying to navigate because it can be a little bit tricky. The website seems a little bit broken in some parts. A lot of links don't take you where you think they will take you. But we're going to put currency rewarded, and gain some reward, currency rewarded. We're going to put Emblem of Heroism. You could do that for later phases as well, for Triumph, Valor, Frost, whatever you wanted to, as a matter of fact. But we're going to do that for Emblems of Heroism here. Obviously, getting Emblems of Heroism is an amazing head start for mains, for ults. You might be taking things a little bit slower. You might be 77, 78. You haven't quite hit 80 on your main yet. That's totally fine. Everyone goes at their own pace. You can definitely use this list to knock out a heap of these quests, get some XP, and once you hit level 80, you can buy, a piece of tier, you can buy chest or gloves, or you can buy a belt, or you can buy a trinket, and that will put you in a really nice place to start knocking out some of those heroics. But if you're like me, leveling your first ult, I thought I would, really knock a lot of these out, as many as possible on my way to 80. I think I have about 40 badges so far, and I'm level 78, and I haven't even touched Sons of Hodir or Ice Crown yet, so heaps to go. So sorry to harp on, but we have done currency rewarded and Emblems of Heroism, and this is what comes up. Now you can also apply filters for your specific faction. If you're Horde, just put in Horde and it'll eliminate all the Alliance only ones, and it will still keep the neutral ones and the Horde only ones. Highly recommend doing that. And from here, this is where we can start to filter things out. If you are like me and you wanted to knock out those juicy 5 Emblems of Heroism rewards first, you just filter by money, and that will list all of the 5 emblem quests that you can do. Now, obviously, Storm Peaks and Ice Crown are the best places to do it. Sons of Hodir questline is very, very good, but there are other zones in Storm Peaks which are great for emblems as well. K3, for example, gives you a bunch there. And Ice Crown as well, Knights of the Ebon Blade, and there is another quest line in Ice Crown as well, and a few other zones, major quest hubs that give emblems as well. But if you were like me, you went to Dragonblight first. It's an easy one called Darkness Stirs, which I believe is the Battle for Undercity one. Really easy to knock out. I would just recommend that you don't complete the quest beyond the Darkness Stirs, as you will just have to go through that massive RP for the Battle of Undercity, and you won't be able to access Orgrimmar or Undercity auction houses or NPCs or anything like that until you complete the whole quest line. So it's a huge pain in the ass, so be careful there. You are committing to a very long quest chain once you get to sort of this emblem part and beyond. But there's also one in Zuldrak that gives 5 emblems, and you can just scroll through. You can see all the ones in Ice Crown and Storm Peaks, just so many emblems that you can get, which is, great. 2 birds, 1 stone, XP, and Emblems of Heroism. When you are doing these and you're following, you want to see what quest takes you where, you're obviously going to click on the quest, and it'll tell you everything about the quest. What I found is obviously some of these quests are parts of chains and they don't show up on the right hand side here. Sometimes you get a big long list of the chain and all the pre-quests. If you're struggling to find out where this quest chain actually begins, the comment section is always the best place to go. Literally the first comment, most upvoted, is a huge bit of text from back in 2008. Some absolute legend has put in all of the information about how to get up to this quest. So when you do follow in on a quest and you can't seem to find the origins for it, you haven't done the pre-quest, always check the comment section, as more often than not, someone has commented from way back when where to actually get this quest from, where it begins. So definitely a great piece of advice there. If I was approaching this for the first time, instead of something that I did for my main, which I recommend you guys do, battle for Undercity while you're in Dragonblight, gives you 5 emblems. Do the Zoldrak one, which is pretty much the only one on this quest list. Then do Storm Peaks when you reach there. If you've got a flying mount and this is your ult, it makes things a lot easier. You can start doing Storm Peaks at 76, 77, just to get ahead of the curve on that one, knock out as many of these as possible. Do K3 and then do the Sons of Hodir one, and then there's also the camp where Bronzebeard is another place where you get emblems as well. And then once you get to Icecrown, you'll want to do, let's see if I can find it here, Opportunity. Now, Opportunity is a huge quest chain in Icecrown. It gives you all of the series here as well, and it tells you where it begins. The pre-quest for this is Preparations for War, which is the Knights of the Ebon Blade pre-quest. So once you do that one, this will unlock this quest, and it just requires you to go underneath Icecrown Citadel, and from there the chain begins and you get heaps of emblems. For Opportunity and its massive quest line, again, comment section is king. The quest line is called Citadel Footsteps. And as you can see here, this person from 2010 has compiled a fantastic chart that you can follow. You'll obviously have a huge list of quests for Icecrown and you don't know whereabouts it is. You can then refer to this. I will screenshot this and put it in the comment section as well, the description, just so you can have this up at all times. You don't always have to navigate to the comment section, as it's not in every single comment section for every quest. So you can have this up on another tab. Feel free to bookmark this page. Feel free to bookmark the Northrend quest page as well. But it's an incredibly long chain, and some of them are group quests. You won't be able to solo them at 78, 79, or even 80. But if you've got other guildies, get them to help out. Another level 80 will make it much, much easier. And if you've got other people in the zone as well, you're more than welcome to advertise as well. You guys know what to do. But these Rider of the Blood, Unholy and Frost, those are quite hard quests. Sort of end of quest lines, naturally, there's usually quite a hard boss or some kind of group quest, but easy enough to knock out with 1 or 2 other people. So those are the quest lines I would recommend doing. I think, by the time you're level 80, you could have well over 80 Emblems of Heroism if you're really, really diligent about doing this. Obviously, with ults, there's no real need to be doing Sons of Hodir, but I do recommend doing it. Fantastic XP, and you also get a bunch of emblems as well. But, once you've done that quest, you've unlocked the zone. Unless you plan on doing the dailies for gold, you don't need to be grinding out Sons of Hodir rep outside of just doing it on your main. That's it for today's video. All of the relevant links and resources will be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. It's been incredibly helpful for me leveling my first ult, and I hope it is the same for you as well. If you do like this kind of content, if this was very helpful and you do plan on using some of these resources that I've shared, do consider subscribing. It does help out the channel out a lot. It also lets me know what kind of content you enjoy, and it motivates me to continue making videos for you guys. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one.